All right, welcome back. Joe, did you know, well, do you know how important the role of a replica is?
Well, they do say that imitation is the greatest form of flattery, so I'm not surprised.
That's very true. Well, the Parthenon has actually proved it's everything, especially with their newest exhibit. I got an inside look. Check it out. It's not just a place to get an Instagram photo. All you locals and tourists can learn about Nashville's history and Greek mythology by taking a step back in time at Nashville's Parthenon.
Our building is a 1-to-1 scale, meaning it's the exact same size as the original.
And a new exhibit at the Parthenon is proving you can learn a lot from observing replicas. So would something like this be used in ancient Greece?
Yes, they had 4 of these around the Parthenon, and this was how they lifted the blocks way up high in the air. Some of the blocks were close to 15 tons.
The technology that they had back then.
It wasn't aliens.
Yes. It's a learning opportunity through fun games. This one showing how molds and casts, like the one seen at the top of the Parthenon, were made.
So an original work of art is only available to the people who can go and see it. But if you make copies of it by molds and casts, more people can see it in more places. You might have used a mold for Play-Doh or for making Jell-O or maybe a cake, and this is for making sculpture.
Or get your hands dirty and touch a piece of the past.
We have rocks that people can touch and dig around in. These were used in the 1990s when part of the pediment sculpture was falling apart and they had to repair it.
Our Nashville Parthenon was built in 1897 for the Tennessee Centennial Exposition, similar to a World's Fair, but it wasn't until 1920 that reconstruction began to make it a permanent aggregate concrete structure.
Replicas can help us understand these scholarly concepts that might just fly over our heads normally.
And today's exhibit brings insight into design choices and how this work of art came together over 100 years later.
They realized that his feet would extend 5 feet beyond the building. And they decided that might fall off, it might not be very stable, and so they made the decision to turn him to the side. So in their design, you can see that he's facing the side.
Right, yes, right up there. Replicas were even used by Alan LaQuire to recreate that majestic 42-foot-tall Athena sculpture found inside. Look at her in all her glory. Fun fact, her spear was created out of a McDonald's flagpole, proof of the importance of the role of a replica.
Well, replicas can connect us to the past. So when you visit the Nashville Parthenon, you can get an experience that you can't even get in ancient Greece. You walk into the temple as it might have looked in antiquity.
So cool. Be sure to check out the newest exhibit at the Parthenon. For more information, visit NashvilleParthenon.com.